Even if you don't want to, you have to let them go so you can glow. You have to let them go so you can grow. Once you know what you want in life, once you know where you want to be, the amount of money you want to make, once you know your purpose, once you know your calling, identify the people in your life that are not willing to walk with you in that path. Because do you think everybody grows? No. Everybody gets old, but not everybody grows. Because to grow, that's the intentional choice that you make. How many people you know nowadays that are turning 20, 40, 50, 60, but they still the same person they were when they were 19, when they were 20? Why? Because they did not grow. But you want to grow. You want to succeed. You want to make all your dreams come true. So you cannot afford them not growing stop you from you growing. Them not moving forward stop you from you moving forward. Them not evolving stop you from you evolving. Because the same way you cannot put the responsibility of your growth on other people, the responsibility of your success on, oh well, because they didn't grow, they don't communicate, they don't treat me right, they don't uplift me, they don't believe in me. No, you cannot use what they are doing or not doing as an excuse for you to not do what you know is right, for you to not do what you know is good, for you to not do what you know is positive. You know it's right to apologize. You know it's right to go for what you want. You know it's right for you to speak up. You know it's right for you to be transparent, for you to be honest. You know it's right for you to go for what it is that you want. You know it's right. So whoever is there holding you back, let them. Let them go so you can grow. Let them go so you can glow. Let them go so you can achieve, so you can create. Is that a spider? Oh, hey spider. Let them go so you can grow. Let them go so you can glow. Let them go so you can evolve. Have you ever seen an airplane trying to take off with a bunch of things holding the airplane down? That's why before the airplanes take off, the airplanes make sure it's going straight and there is nothing holding the airplane down. And there is nothing holding the airplane so the airplane can take off. The same applies to you. You have to let them go so you can glow. You have to let them go so you can go. So you can go for what it is that you want. So you can go into the life of your dreams, the life of your goals. So you can go into becoming the person that you want to become. Because if you're still holding them, well, I want to go there, but I want to do this, but I want to be this, but I want to start this, but you are the one giving yourself those but. Because nobody is obligating you to keep them in your life, especially if they are dangerous to you, especially if they abuse you, they manipulate you, they control you, especially if they have nothing good, nothing positive to offer to your life. Nobody is obligating you to keep them in your life. So whoever you identify that, okay, this person, I already see with their actions, with their thoughts, with their attitude, with their habits, that they don't want, and that's okay. Not everybody has to want what you want, and that's okay. But do not let nobody stop you or hold you back from you achieving, from you creating what it is that you want. The exact same way they have the right to decline growing, to decline evolving, to decline apologizing, to decline healing, to decline doing better. That's exactly how you are allowed to decline their presence in their life if they don't want to grow. You don't want to grow? Cool. But you're not going to stop me from growing. You don't want to be a millionaire? Cool. But you're not going to stop me from becoming a millionaire. You don't want to be positive? Cool. But you... Oh, the spider's still there. But you're not going to stop me from becoming a millionaire. You don't want to be positive? Cool. But you're not going to stop me from being positive. You don't want to be disciplined? You don't want to be consistent? You don't want to dream big? That's fine. But you are not going to stop me from growing, from evolving, from thinking big, from doing big, and for going for what it is I want. And because well, I'm so familiar with them. I was with them in high school. I'm so used to them. I have been dating them for 10 years, for 20 years. You know, I'm so familiar to them. You are familiar to what? To their lies? To the lack of communication? To their lack of emotional intelligence? To their lack of support? The lack of positivity? Because nobody wants to let go somebody who's good for them. Nobody wants to let go somebody who's good for them unless you are not good to yourself. Who wants to let go of water? Nobody. Who wants to let go of eating? Nobody. Who wants to let go of making money? Nobody. Because all those things are good for us. So whoever you are debating or questioning, should I let them go? That's enough reason for you to let them go. Because if they were good to you, you wouldn't be questioning to let them go. Let them go so you can glow. Let them go so you can go into the dream, into the house, into the travel, into the opportunity, into the business, into the idea. Why not? And oh, well, I'm familiar to them. Well, familiarity does not mean it's healthy. Familiarity does not mean it's good for you. You can be familiar with being abused. Is that good for you? No. You can be familiar with being lied to. Is that good for you? No. You can be familiar with being taken advantage of. Is that good for you? No. You can be familiar with being negative. Is that good for you? No. You can be familiar with not being confident. Is that good for you? No. You can be familiar with people speaking fear into you, drama into you, hate into you, negativity into you. It's familiar, but is it good for you? No. You have to be willing to let go of the familiar pain so you can start experiencing the unknown healing. Even if it's unknown, but you know it's good, you know it's right, welcome it. Even if it's unknown, you know it's good, you know it's positive, welcome it. Because this obsession you have with familiarity, and you are comfortable in the familiarity, but the familiarity is not good for you. The lies are not good for you. The abuse, the negativity, the poverty mindset, the fear, the complaints, the gossip, the putting you down is not good for you. But you're familiar with it and you want to stay there? No. Let them go so you can go. Let them go so you can glow. Let them go so you can achieve, so you can build all the things that you see yourself achieving, building, creating, overcoming, experiencing. They gotta go. And when I say they, I'm not only talking about people. When I say them, I'm not only talking about people. I'm also talking about your habits that are not serving you, your reactions that are not serving you, your attitude that are not serving you, your fears that are not serving you. You have to let go of all of those things. You have to drop all of those things. Why do you drop them? Because you want to fly high. Because you want better. And you know that if you keep doing what you have been doing, you're going to keep having what you have been having. If what you are familiar with is not going to take you to where you want to be, drop it. What is more important to you? Stay in the familiar or staying in the dream? What is more important to you? Becoming who you want to become or staying who you are because it's familiar to you? What's more important to you? Achieving your dreams, achieving your goals, and actually experiencing that life of success, that life of wealth, that life of prosperity, that life of money, that life of happiness, that life of freedom? Or you staying stuck with the same people, doing the same thing, eating the same food, hanging out with... What do you prefer? You gotta choose. Let them go so you can go. Let them go so you can glow. And it's not only about people. How many of your attitudes you have to let go so you can grow? How many of your reactions you have to let go so you can go? How many of your thoughts you have to let go so you can go? How many of your habits you have to let go so you can go? How many of the way you talk, the way you treat people, even the way you dress, you have to let go in order to go? How many of the things that you do consistently every single day, you have to let go so you can go and experience the life that you truly want every single day? I had to. With pain, with tears, with fears, I had to. Like, yeah, you want to keep... No, it's not going to work. No. You're not speaking up for yourself, it's not going to go. Let it go. You're trying to please people, it's not going to go. Let it go. You trying to be who they want you to be instead of who you are already and who you are truly, is not going to. Let them go. You staying quiet to protect their peace, it's not going to work, so let them go. You're not expressing how you feel. You're not expressing what you think. Even if it's painful, even if it's uncomfortable, you're not doing that. It has to let go. I had to let go so I can glow as I'm glowing right now. I had to let go so I can grow as I'm growing right now. Was it comfortable to me? No, but I did it. Because it wasn't about me being comfortable. It was about me becoming a better me because I want better for myself. I want better for my life. But how can I ask God for better if I'm not better? How can I? How can I ask my friends for better if I'm not better? How can I ask the person I'm dating for better if I'm not better? How can I do that? So I had to. I have to even if I was crying, you crying right now, but you ain't going back. You ain't going back to that action, to that attitude, to that way of talking, to that way of, you ain't going back. Even if you are crying, you are not going back. What about you? Are you going to let it go so you can grow? Are you going to let it go so you can glow? Are you going to let it go so you can, in fact, create and build the life that you have always dreamed about? Because, by the way, you gain nothing for free. Let me bring you the news now. Everything is exchange. It's either exchange of money, exchange of energy, exchange of thoughts. There is no pain without gain. And there is no loss without gain. I'm going to say it again. There is no pain without gain. And there is no loss without gain. So all the time you have, I have lost this person. I have lost this job. I have lost this opportunity. I have lost this challenge. Did you truly lose? And in that losing, analyze. Oh, but I learned patience. Oh, but I learned how to think positive. Oh, but I learned how to operate faster. Oh, but I learned how to manage my emotions. So did you truly lose? No, you didn't. And as people say famously, there is no losses, only lessons. There is no gain without pain. And there is no loss without gain. So when you are gaining something and it feels good, you are losing something. You are rejecting something. If you only drink a specific drink, you are rejecting, you are losing all the other drinks. No gain without pain and no loss without gain. So what are you willing to lose to gain all the things that you want? And who are you willing to lose to gain all the things that you want? Let them go so you can go. Let them go so you can grow. Because if you don't let them go, you're going to stay right there. And whenever it goes 10 years go by, 20 years go by, 40 years go by, 5 years go by, and you find yourself in the same position, situation, blame nobody but yourself. Because every single day, you have the choice to let go. Every single day, you have the choice to let go. Every single day, you have the choice to go into better, to go into healthier, to go into wiser, to go into what is right, to go into what is positive, to go into what you want. Every single day you have that choice. Everybody gets old, but not everybody grows. Because growth is an intentional choice you have to make every single day. And most people don't make that choice because it's painful, because it's uncomfortable. But guess what? I prefer to be uncomfortable while knowing that me being uncomfortable right now is open the door to all the blessings I want. Me being uncomfortable right now is bringing something good, something better. I might not see right now because I'm struggling, but it doesn't mean that it's not happening. How many things you cannot see with your eyes but that are happening? I prefer to be uncomfortable to get what I want. Yeah. I prefer to be uncomfortable to get what I want. If I had to cry, so be it. There is nothing wrong with crying. There's nothing wrong with crying. Tears are liquid in my body, and I honor my tears. What they say at the gym, sweat is just pain leaving the body. Same. Tears is just pain, is just patterns leaving the body. You have to let them go so you can grow. And them can apply to people, situations, circumstances, your own habits, your own mindset, your own attitude. You gotta go. If it's not what you want, which you can also know what you want, let it go. You don't want it, so why are you keeping it? You don't want it, so why are you entertaining it? And every single time you entertain what you don't want, what you want is keep walking far away from you. Every single time you entertain what you don't want, what you truly want keeps walking away from you. Every single time you entertain what you do not want, all that you can dream of and all that you truly want is walking away from you. For example, story time about myself, because, well, I only know me. I don't know nobody else. I know myself. A lot of my associates, there's even doing associate friends. Why you single, girl? You can be talking with this person, DMing this person, talking with this person. I tell them, I choose to be alone. Why? Because I know what I want. And if this person is not what I want, why am I entertaining them? Just to lose time? I don't want to lose time. Time is valuable. If we are not growing together, evolving together, getting better together, what are we doing though? And because I cannot be alone, I prefer to be alone than to be with someone that is nothing good, nothing positive, just for fun. I can read books for fun. I can go for a walk for fun. I can play Sudoku for fun. I can make videos for fun. I can write prayers, affirmations for fun. Not waste somebody else's time for fun or waste my time for fun. For what? No. And opposite is true. If I see the slightest change of us being together, of us being better together, growing together, oh, I'm gonna shoot my shot. Have I missed? Yeah, many times. But hey, at least I did it though. Have I been rejected? Yeah, a lot of times. But at least I did it though, because I prefer to do it than to say, I wish I had. No, I don't wish I had. I did it. I got rejected though. It didn't work out though, but I did it. Because if I don't do it, I'm not gonna go high. I'm not gonna know how it's gonna go. But now think about it in your life. This is my life. What about your life? How many people you are not letting go? How many habits, places, situations, circumstances, activities, you know that is not what you want, but you are still entertaining it? Those things gotta go. If you want to glow, if you want to go, you have to let go of anything and anyone that is not allowing you to go. Let them go so you can go. Let them go so you can glow. You cannot force them to glow. You cannot force them to grow. But they cannot stop you from growing. They cannot stop you from glowing. I'm going to grow with you or without you. I'm going to glow with you or without you. I'm going to go into the life I want with you or without you. Yeah. The same way I make the choice to grow and you are making the choice to not grow, fair enough. I'm responsible of my choices. You are responsible of your choices. But I'm not going to let your choices stop me from making the choices that I got to make to do better, to get better. And that's cool too. That's fair too, because we all don't want the same thing. So why do you get frustrated when people are not doing certain things, acting a certain way? Why? We all don't want the same thing, and that's okay. But I'm not going to allow you to stop me from getting what I want. You don't want to glow? You don't want to grow? I do. So guess what? I'm going to go do it. You stay right there, okay? But me, I'm going to go do what I want to do. Let them go so you can glow. Let them go so you can go. What they say? Mic drop. Let them go so you can glow. Let them go so you can go. Let them go so you can glow. Let them go so you can go. This spider was here the whole time I was making this video. Follow for more or subscribe for more. Thank you.